We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Arizona Cardinals. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This will be taken very short. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Let's go. At their own 26-yard line.
It's a tip, ready? Let's put him on 20. Let's put that team on the clock. Maybe.
Newton on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Cam fakes the give and keeps it. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
50 seconds to Mike. We got it. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. I'm coming for you, son. Hey! Check.
From the gun, here's Newton. Complete. It's Johnson. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. Before this season started, Johnson said this new offensive system would allow him to really be effective in the passing game. He actually likened it to 2016 when he had almost... And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Getting into the act on the opening drive here with a sack. And remember, they had 5 last week.
And they saw that on film, and that meant that they had to get together. Offensive coordinator, quarterback's coach, offensive line coach, receivers coach, and say, how do we beat this pressure? Because everyone has to win against the defense and get the ball at the hands of the quarterback very quickly.
And the pressure gets to him again.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Switch. 8.
Out of the gun, Newton. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Pretty good job escaping the pressure. Gets him 15 yards on the scramble, but now it's 4th down.
And him running the football is not something that defenses spend a lot of time preparing for. But this guy has a survival instinct and a knack for knowing when exactly to do it.
Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
Ready. 280. Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this.
Here's the man who's led the league in rushing twice in 3 seasons, Ezekiel Elliott. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
At the 2-yard line.
They'll run with Elliott. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
It's now 3rd and 9.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down.
I'm going back to you.
Now the fullback, Juszczyk. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to fourth down.
So, Party, next time we see this coaching staff, I want you to have my back here because that was really kind of a white flag type of a play, almost a little bit of a surrender. Just turn and hand it to the big guy, get what you can, and be prepared to kick the ball away.
And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Cam fakes the give and keeps it. Johnson's got it complete. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Here we go.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Cam fakes the give and keeps it. Open man, Butler complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 20-yard line.
It's a gain of 20.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Ready? Katie. Hey, you're express. Here I come. Here I come. Hey. 59, Mark. Express. Check, 59. I don't think you got it, son. Boom. Check, 59. What is it?
From the red zone now, Newton. And he will score. Touchdown Cardinals. Taking it in from the 20 as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
This will be taken short. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they go to work on a first and goal. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they go to work on a first and goal. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first and goal situation.
58 to Mike, 58. 32. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me.
Now Elliott. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. For Zeke, what a first 3 years he's had in the NFL. Last year, his second rushing title, 1,434 yards. Not as many as 1,631 that he had as a rookie, but still his yards per game average was the best in the National Football League. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Now a give to the big fullback use check. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. Now a 3rd and goal situation as this Arizona defense tries to stand tall once more. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. Well, let's see what they do. They're knocking on the door here in the second quarter.
And you know what you look at on your play sheet? Your 2-point conversion plays. Because you've drawn up a number of them in today's football. You don't just have 1 or 2 for the game. You have more like 6 or 7. Which one do you like here? Because that's essentially what you're going for right now. That spot of the field, call one of those and go get 6.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 70-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
At the 3-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Defense, let's go. Check 31, check 31. Begin. 8. He's checking.
It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal 1st down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
So still backed up, but the situation not as dire now. 1st and 10 at the 14.
Check three.
The shotgun snap for Newton. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
I got two. 8. Tight end right. Great. Showing it.
Operating from the gun, Newton. And he finds his man. That's Butler. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. A gain of 19 and picking up the 1st.
What's that? Still 180. 57 to Mike. Check the out. Check the out. That's rock now.
Newton now to throw. He gets this one to Johnson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That is now 19-yard gains on back-to-back plays. Newton now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's 1st down. Newton throwing again. Over the middle, complete. It's Bird. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 12 yards to pick up, good enough for an Arizona first. Newton will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. Throwing again is Newton. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. It'll be an Arizona first down on a gain of 17.
First down, Arizona.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Newton now to throw. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
20. Here we go. You got tape. You got 20.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
It's now 4th down.
The Cardinals worst in the NFL, 6 of 16 on 4th down last year, but they'll try it here.
I'm here all day. Hey, one set. Check Mike 54.
They snap it to Newton. And the Niners get there and bring him down. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now, under 100 yards of total offense.
58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike. All you get on the head.
Throwing on 2nd down. Stafford. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime.
Check your hot read. 32. Mike 36.
Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Here's Bird to return. It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 36-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get into field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've called multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run them in order, guys. You don't have time for audibles. You don't have time to change anything. You're trying to get the ball in position to at least get 3. They've got a great shot to do it right here.
Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
Back to throw, Newton. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle. So it's not an NFL record, but it's not far off. That'll go in the books as a 61-yard field goal.
And wasn't it weird to see a guy line up for a field goal on the other side of midfield? The ball got halfway there, and you thought, no way is that going to make it, but it just kept carrying and carrying, and he winds up sneaking it right over the bar.
At their own 31-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. So we have reached halftime with our score 10-0. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call? Yeah. We'll find out pretty quickly here if they felt they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
At their own 37-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, Let's take control right away.
Yeah,
Defense,
got the lead. Yeah.
we've got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
All day, dog.
On 1st and 10, Newton. That's complete to Butler. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Cam fakes the give and keeps it. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Bird.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Again, Newton. Open man completes it to Butler. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
And look at this. For the 2nd straight play, the 49er defense drops him for a loss.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. He finds his man Johnson. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 22-yard line.
Good route, good pickup for 1st down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to
Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. Deshaun Hand able to record his 5th sack of the season. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Cam fakes the give and keeps it. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Well, the Cardinals last year, of course, struggled 3-13, but 2 of their 3 wins came against these 49ers. In fact, the Cardinals have beaten the Niners 8 consecutive times. Last time San Fran beat Arizona was 2014. And remember, these are clubs that meet twice a year. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Flush to his right. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the 1st.
These type of plays are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him hemmed in, thought they were going to get him on the ground with the pass rush, but were unable to do so. He gets away, picks up a big 1st down, and sets up 1st and goal inside the 10.
Set. Ready. Mike 5-4. I'm here all day. I'm here all day. Set.
Cam fakes the give and keeps it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Hakeem Butler there, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Wait. 8. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Oh, 8. Flare.
2nd down and goal. Newton. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Deshaun Hand in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So 3rd and goal, and the 49er faithful making some noise for their defense.
Mike 5-9. Mike 5-9. Wild Bill.
From the gun, Newton. And he's got it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
It's a very short kick taken by an up man. Then he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down. A big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play, but the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
Throwing again on second down. Stafford. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 33.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. Elliott a first down and more. And finally taken down at the 15. 18 yards, first down Niners. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Come on.
From the gun, here's Stafford. And this is Selleck here with a grab. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
Check tight, check tight, check tight. Shift.
Easy, alert. Hey, Charlie. What happened?
Throwing on third down, Stafford. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a fourth down. Stafford. And it is incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Now they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high. Because mentally, you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone. We're thinking we're giving up 3. We just want to give up 6. In this case, they end up not giving up the touchdown at all. They've got to feel great about what they got done.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
He's not going to get me.
Cam fakes the give and keeps it. Throw left side complete. That's Bird. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. It kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Ready.
So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. D. Ford able to record his 5th sack of the season. I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points. Right?
Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
First and second down were a disaster. Both went back. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
A good return there, 17 yards. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
He goes, set! Blue 60! 21!
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up. Don't get nervous.
Hey. Check the backer, check the backer.
A first down carry by Elliott. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, keep it up. Keep it up.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Byron Murphy on the tackle. That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and